Hi guys, welcome back to Waricast. So for today's video, I will be reviewing this model. Again, this is the third Hot Wheels model that I've reviewed on this channel. The last two was a complete set from the Hot Wheels Premium series, which is the Vintage Racing and the Drag Strip Demons. But for this video, I would like to review this model right here. So if you are familiar with Hot Wheels, they have this RLC series that they were sold at the website, if I'm mistaken. Like, I'm not really that into Hot Wheels type thing, the more exclusive one. But yeah, this is their Redline Club or the RLC series, one of the latest. I think this one released in 2025, late 2025, if I remember correctly. So this one is a Jaguar, a 1964 Jaguar E-Type. And yeah, this is the Redline Club. They came in this hard box packaging, which are closed, and we are going to open right now. Because, like, yeah, this is pretty much like the simple packaging of the RLC. And we are going to take out the model right here. So now we are greeted with another cover for the acrylic. You see that? The acrylic. And then the design itself is pretty fun, is pretty colorful for this particular model, the Jaguar E-Type. We got another information about the model. Again, 1964 Jaguar E-Type diecast car. The model itself came in this red color, which is pretty amazing. We get another Redline Club right here, and then yeah, the same Redline Club, metal. So this one's gonna be metal base and metal body. The real riders, obviously Hot Wheels Premium line, have a rubber tires, and then you can pause this video if you want to read it. But this is a short brief about the Jaguar E-Type. And then now let's take off another cover, and we are going to see the model. So again, the acrylic for RLC have this sticker, the Redline Club, and then the model name itself for you to display it on the dash so you don't mix it up with other models, I think. And then we got the Jaguar logo right here. So yeah, that's pretty much it about the packaging, about the acrylic. And then there is licensing on the bottom of the acrylic. So now let's try to open the acrylic, and then we are going to take off the model from the acrylic. So oh, by the way, the latest releases from Hot Wheels RLC or the Redline Club doesn't have the screws on the base for the latest releases, and they are exchanged with this plastic that holds the model inside the acrylic. So yeah, maybe it is a better option if you want to kind of like play with the model without having to unscrew the model from the base. But if you want to display it, like it's pretty hard. Like, the model will keep rolling if you don't secure it like with a blue tack or whatsoever. So yeah, there is another improvement, I must say, about the RLC or the Redline Club. And then now let's jump into the model. First things, I would like to take off this plastic that holds the front hood. And now, yeah, there you have it, the RLC Jaguar E-Type. Now, well, look at that. Now, I think, oh, yeah, this is the second Hot Wheels RLC that I own. The first one being the BMW E30 M3, and it comes in the same red color. So yeah, all the two RLC that I have, one of them I have sold them, but yeah, both of them came in this red color. But I would say that the Jaguar E-Type has a better finish and has a better shade of red compared to the E30. And yeah, this is a really nicely done paint for a Hot Wheels. Like, this is a really deep metallic chromy red color. So yeah, let's talk about the details starting from the front. Um, right. So first things first, because this is a Hot Wheels, we are not going to expect a separate headlights, especially on a model this simple. So yeah, we are going to see this sample printed headlights at the front of the hood with the side blinkers right here. But yeah, to be honest, yeah, I kind of expected like this type of details from Hot Wheels, and they are pretty nice to for Hot Wheels standard. I'm not gonna complain that they use painted headlights instead of a plastic one, because it still looks great, and you could see the Jaguar logo right there in the center of the grill. And then we're going to move on to the side. So now this is like the part that I didn't quite like about this model, because you know that the Jaguar E-Type is a very classic, it's a very beautiful car. Like they it got the most beautiful car in the world title at some point. But Hot Wheels chose to use this very sporty, very chromy type of wheels, instead of going for a more classic, like wired wheels, like the ones on the 250 GTOs, like you know what I mean. So I think they could have done better with the wheels choice right here on the Jaguar E-Types. But yeah, aside from that, I really like this casting. The proportions are very nice to see, and also you got the side mirrors for the RLC releases of the Jaguar E-Types. And then moving on to the back, you could see another details for the taillights, which is still a painted one, but now it is on a different parts. You could see right there, it's a separate parts from the body. And then you could see the Jaguar printed on the rear side of this car with the bloody good for the number plate, which is pretty cool to see. And then for the interior, you could see from the outside that it is painted. I mean, it is molded with a brown plastic color with this cream steering wheel. So that is a pretty classic color for the interior, and that is pretty nice. Oh, the dashboard is black plastic. And then on the bottom, you could see that it is painted all the way down to the chassis with the red color, and that is pretty amazing. Got the name, the model name embossed in the base with the 2021 metal, and then the details of the exhaust pipes that goes through the center towards the back of the car, which is pretty amazing. And then for this Hot Wheels, I don't know if this is the situation with the other models, but the Jaguar E-Types are secured in this very unique three pointed or the triangle screws right here. That is pretty hard to maybe unscrew, because I've never tried to unscrew those types of rivets. And now we are going to move on to the features that this car has, which is the openable front engine hood. So it is pretty easy to open and close it, and it's not really that loose, but yeah, you could see that it is pretty nice. It still holds when you put it upside down like this, and then you just open it, and then you're going to see the details of the engine of this Jaguar E-Types, which is, yeah, it's pretty decent for a Hot Wheels. Not really that detailed. It's not really that 1/64 true scale model level of details, but you could still the engine details right there with a lot of other parts on the engine area. Yeah, that is pretty cool for a Hot Wheels. But yeah, that is pretty much it about this model, and I would say that this is a really nice RLC, even though it is not that like limited. It doesn't have any numberings or stickers on the packaging, so I think they produced this model in a big number. But yeah, whatever, I just like this model. The color is really great, the casting is cool. One thing I like to point out is only the wheels, because they could have done better with the design of the wheels. But yeah, other than that, a really nice model, and I'm very glad to have it right now. So yeah, I think that's about it for this video, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.